Next, we're going to be looking at how to set up locations in ActionRabbit that are associated with our Jackrabbit class information. So, underneath Jackrabbit class in our WordPress dashboard, you'll see an option that says Class Locations. You can either click Class Locations, or on your main Jackrabbit class page, you can click Review Locations. Either method will work, so we will click this button, and we are brought to our class mapping page. When we use the word map, all we're essentially meaning is we need some information that is going to be represented that connects to our actual data inside Jackrabbit class. So first thing we see is a status location at the top here. It says 0 of 2 locations map. And for the organization ID used for this example, they have 2 locations. So let's enter in some information for one of their location codes. This top one says Aliso. Let's enter some information here. We'll say Aliso Viejo Aquatic Center. Your different schools might have different names, or they might just have different locations. You might say, Aliso Viejo Facility, or something like that. The name of this actual facility is Aliso Viejo Aquatic Center, so we'll go with that. Street address, I don't know what this is. We'll say 666 Main Street. This is in Aliso Viejo. That's in California. And we'll say 444755, whatever. Country code is whatever the country. If you don't know your country code, simply click this spyglass icon and you will be taken to a page where you can look up your location code. For this example, it's the United States, so we just put in US, and phone is going to be 949, 666 7777. All right. And so while we're doing this, we should actually see that we're having a bunch of structured data that Google likes to see on web pages, which can enhance search engine results. So that's actually being populated down here, and you can use that however you like. There's also an option to add a location image to each of your locations, and this helps when you're choosing to use the class filter, because it can show what the business looks like potentially from the outside, or it could show what the business looks like inside, or you could maybe take a screenshot of Google Maps and where it is on a map to give people a general idea of where you are in relation to them. So let's click Add Location Image. I'm going to go ahead and click this first image, which is an indoor pool. I'm going to say Use Image. And so now we can see this is kind of a live preview of what this may or may not look like. In the end, you'll be able to change colors and stuff later on, but this gives you an idea of what to expect. You have the name of the facility, you have the physical address of the facility, and you have the contact number of the facility. Okay. We can map before you do anything else, click Save Location. You should get a little toast at the bottom right corner of the screen, lets you know that that information was saved. The status has been updated. It says you've done 1 of 2 locations, and you're almost there. So if we want to do Marbella, we could say Marbella Aquatics Center. This is the other location code that was in that's in use by the organization ID that we plugged in. And I don't know what the street address is. We can say 999 University. And this will be in San Juan Capistrano. That's in California. I don't know what the zip code is. It's also in the United States. And the phone is, let's say it's 777-8888. And we'll use this image here. And you could choose to use any image you like. That image is a little blurry, but for example, that'll do just fine. And again, you have your structured data for Google here. You would just copy this and drop this in the page if you wanted to. It's up to you. And when we click Save Location, location saved, our status has been updated. It says two of two locations have been mapped. Let's say you have a location where you don't have any active classes currently. What you would do is you would go ahead and add a location code manually. Let's say this was, I don't know, Newport. We could say that would be, maybe that's the location code for Newport, which is a city next to these other cities. In this example, we'd say add location. It would tell us the location code's been added. We go up here, we'd see a third location has joined here, and there it is, Newport. And then we could go in here and map this if we wanted to. So that's how we do locations. There really isn't anything else to go over here. It's pretty straightforward. You just select here the location code. These location codes should make sense to you because these are being taken directly out of your Jackrabbit data. And then you would go in here, do exactly as the fields say. Put in a display name, an address, phone number, and you can add an image, whatever image you like. I think that represents your business well. So that's all for locations. Next thing we're going to go over is instructors.